Nauga soft vinyl fabric is great for luxurious looking cushions, but it can also be used as a headliner. In this video, we'll show you using Nauga soft as a headliner in the Islander 37 sailboat. To start this project off, we've removed the old rotted plywood.
We pulled that plywood off. There was a layer of mat underneath, and we mostly removed the mat. We've certainly taken it down to solid fiberglass. Now we're going to put 5200 all over this surface and a new piece of 3/8 inch plywood that'll match up with this original piece, and then we'll cover this whole area with the Nauga soft, just like we did the sides of the cabin. This is 3M polysulfide 5200. It's not the fast dry type. This is a little bit stronger than the fast dry 5200. We need all the strength we can get in this area.
Apply the 5200 in rows about this
here,
close over the entire surface. Then apply the marine grade plywood.
When you have a surface that can't be clamped, it's a good idea to use the internal furniture and brace, and that's what we've done.
We've let this glue set for over 8 days. Here's Jim Grant explaining our process.
Be prepared. If you use the regular 5200, it'll take several days, as many as a week of days to set. So we locked it up with braces, simple clamp on the seat for the primary wedge, and then some supplemental ones. And it should be dry by now. I know it is because I've got some here in this crack, so we can pull it all off. 5200 sticks very well. Originally this was all done with fiberglass mat, and then the fiberglass was, or the plywood was put on top of that resin-soaked mat. Frankly, I think the 5200 is going to give us a much stronger bond. Now we'll sand this surface and repair this one over here. It's got a few dings in it where things were fastened. I'll need to fill all that with a filler, take off this trim, and then we'll put Nauga soft on this surface after we sand it carefully, and then we can replace the trim, including the trim around the hatch here. I've sanded this with the Rubatex 150. This is a Festool machine with a vacuum. It's an excellent sander if you need a sander. It's expensive, but it's worth every penny in my opinion. In any case, this has all been sanded so it's smooth, and I've then wiped it down with 3M's general purpose adhesive cleaner and wiped that off, used the 2-rag system. So I'm ready for the adhesive, and this is 3M's general trim adhesive, and I'm going to set it for the heavy.
The nozzle on 3M General Trim Adhesive has settings for light, medium, and heavy. We want it set on heavy. Be sure to follow label instructions when using this glue. Winter was coming upon us, and we applied this Nauga soft when it was a little bit too cold.
I'm getting overspray on our Nauga soft that we did before, but that's not a problem. It'll come right off with the 3M General Trim Adhesive Remover, or General Adhesive Remover. I'm just going to do half of this bulkhead, then come back and do the other half later. There will be a trim board that goes here, so no need to go to all the trouble of doing it in one length. Okay, now I've done the bulkhead. The next step is to do the fabric. This Nauga soft has a vinyl side, which is intended to be on the outside, and a softer woven inside.
We'll apply 2 coats of adhesive to this surface. We'll apply the second coat in the opposite direction as the first, just as we did previously with the hard surface. We recommend you install headliner in temperatures above 50 degrees Fahrenheit if possible.
Now, when you do it wrong, it comes right off. If you do it enough times, it'll lose its adhesive, but then all you have to do is respray it. So it's very forgiving.
Despite the fact that we're working in a temperature that is too cold, it actually did adhere fairly well. It would have done better if it were 50 degrees or above. As is the case with any project that we do here at Say Right, we like to get it done as fast as possible and don't like to wait for winter to end.
That is neat stuff.
Once the Nauga Soft is up, start trimming off the excess fabric with a sharp knife.
There's a bubble in here. I'll just pull it out and re-adhere it.
All we have to do is trim it to size. Want to trim off all the excess fabric first and then do your fine trimming around all the edges. So use a sharp razor blade. You may need to replace the blade a few times. It's a good idea to always make sure the blade is super sharp.
There'll be a piece of trim that goes in this edge, so I don't have to be terribly precise.
As you can see, we're working in the evening, so we apologize for the lighting.
Now, even after this has been down for several minutes, I'm still able to pull it away and reattach it. Get all the bubbles out.
Alright, here's what she looks like when she's done. It looks great against that other Nauga Soft. We'll have a trim board there where they match up. You'll always have glue overspray, so use a 3M General Trim Adhesive Remover to wipe up the overspray. That's all there is to it. We waited for warmer weather in the spring and finished the rest of the Nauga Soft headliner. Most of the trim work has not yet been done, but here you can see the woodworking that Jim has done for the opening to the companionway. And here's the Nauga Soft inside the cabin. We did remove the port lights and installed the Nauga Soft so that it was underneath the port lights, and then reinstalled the port lights for a beautiful transition. That's not required, but it makes it look even better. Here's a close-up of the Nauga Soft. You can see there's a little bit of a leather grain pattern to it. This Nauga Soft fabric makes great cushions, but also excellent headliner for your boat. Thanks for watching.